Frag out. Just dug your own grave. Contact. You just fucked with the wrong range. Frag out. Sending you to hell, bitch. With the wrong ranger.
I'm listening. You're some kind of bounty hunter, right? You know, it's funny that the NCR wants Glanton dead after all he did for them. I guess we're all just waiting to be fucked over at some point. 1,000 caps will be enough. Take it or leave it. Glanton pays up front, throws in a little extra, and I forget about his past. Besides, only old timers get wound up with a Glanton these days. Most of my generation don't even know who he is. Either way, he plays it safe. Pays me to guide him through our turf, to avoid Cazadors and stuff. It's an easy payday. Yep, that's one way of putting it. I'm just not as enthusiastic as I once was, you know? Especially after Chance bought it. There's a lot of bull talk in Red Rock, but not much else. We ain't like we were, we probably never will be. Civilization just rolled right over us. We just haven't realized it yet. In the meantime, I figure I'll get paid. That's pretty goddamn slimy. I admire that in a person. Glanton headed for Prim. He went to meet with some people about a job in the party gangers. Wouldn't want to be in their shoes right now. That group of Hellraisers was holed up in Spear's Cavern. I'm guessing he was hired to clear them out. See you later, Biona.
Hello.
Hey, can I ask you something? That Khan had a look in his eyes. Reminded me of some of the Rangers before the treaty. He didn't want to show it, but that guy was broken inside. Legion just kept hammering us, chipping away. At least the NCR was efficient with the Khans. One massacre and they're finished. I hated the treaty, but maybe it was merciful. I see the Khans. They're just hollow dregs living in the past. But at least the Khans have their identity and their ethos. Even if we'd all died fighting the Legion, wouldn't it have been worth it? Yeah, Legion ain't in the business of celebrating their fallen foes, are they? Maybe after the dust settles, if the Legion is out of the picture, there'll be another chance for the Rangers.
I'm listening. Really? Please tell me about these exciting opportunities. Follow us, huh? You know, I always heard they're a bunch of fucking pussies going around helping people for no reason. I'll think about it, though.
What?
What's up? Like what? After he burned me, he departed on an errand for Cazador, left me to be crucified. I was almost looking forward to it at that point. When you've been burned and fucked for 12 years, crucifixion doesn't seem so bad. I was ready to die. Would have died just another nameless slave in Arizona, strapped to a cross, if it hadn't been for the Rangers. That was back when the Desert Rangers were at war with the Legion, and they actually took the fight to them. They slaughtered the legionaries, freed the slaves, saved my life. I was 15, and right then and there I set out to repay them. Maybe it was a debt of honor, debt of life, something. You have to pay back those things, one way or another. I was reborn a ranger that day. I spent the next 11 years with a ranger troop. They taught me how to fight, survive, prevail, how to be a man. They even educated me a little. As for Titus, I'm not sure. Heard he died at Zulu, but who the fuck knows? If he is out there, and I find him, not God, Mars, or baby Jesus will save him from my knife, I promise you that. Like what? Best years of my life, no question. I was part of a family, fighting for our home, our real home, not some far-flung bullshit territory. Fought in over 64 engagements with Raiders, Tribals, and Caesar's Legion. Never left a man behind, not once. A lot of outsiders will deny it, but we maintained a kill ratio of over 30 to 1. No bullshit. Some units claimed 50 to 1. Man for man, I've never seen a better fighting force in my life. Not in the NCR, certainly not in the Legion. We had our ranks, our discipline. There was so much more to it. You try to tell people about it, they don't understand. Never will. I guess you just had to be there. Like what? Yeah, I heard a few stories about him. A man told me that Marco is the fastest pistol, and the purest killer alive. Maybe the devil himself. With the way stories travel through the wasteland, this guy's probably just some asshole with a mean stare and a gift for gab. Most so-called badasses are all talk, get flustered or nervous when you put the screws to them. And again, there's always that chance. I've heard plenty of hunters say they do this or that to Marco, and the few that actually acted on it, went after him, gone. Somebody once told me that hell is here on Earth, and we're living in it. If that's the case, maybe Marco is the devil. Like what? A wife? You fucking high? No, just one girl, Mary. Haven't thought about her in 5 years. She was special, but it wasn't in the cards. She was a caravan guard that I met not long after the treaty, when I was earning my salt as a hired gun. She had hair black as a dream. She was tough. Hardest fucking woman I ever met. Easily could have been a ranger. That's what I loved about her. She didn't compromise. I had little interest in guarding caravans until I met her, and I suddenly became invested in the affair. She noticed. She called me Rojo because of the beard. Not many redheads where she came from, further south. Fuck, I still remember her eyes. We were close, but not an actual item. It was strictly physical, according to her. Just a passing pleasure out in the wilds. See, she already had a man, Falk. He was a fat fuck who ran the company. Nice guy, but a fucking pussy. He had money though. I'm the bad guy, you see. The ugly, crazy bastard that you fuck for fun, but never consider settling down with. Once Falk proposed to her, it was a done deal. We had to go our separate ways. I asked her to change her mind, but I wouldn't beg. Maybe I should have begged. Just tossed any semblance of pride to the wind. She might have just laughed at me. God, I loved that bitch. No point dwelling on it now. After all, I'll always have my whores.
Welcome back. I had hoped you wouldn't need to come see me again so soon. What can I do for you? Sure, I can help you out. Okay. All done.
This guy rubs me the wrong way.
You must be the one Doc Mitchell was patching up. The way I heard it, I didn't think you'd be walking out of that office. I've got plenty of supplies for sale. Even got some weapon mods and special ammo. Well worth the caps if you ask me. If you're hurting for caps, I've also got boxes of surplus ammo in the miscellaneous section. They're not great, but you get what you pay for. Can do. Thanks. Take it easy now.
Okay, god damn it. Hallelujah for air conditioning. Feels great in here. It's on. Jumping Jesus, they slaughtered the lot of them. Carved them up like animals. These motherfuckers are for real.
I don't know what it was brought you to Prim, youngster, but you might want to rethink your plans. Town's gone to hell. Bye.
Howdy.
What is it? Bounty hunter, huh? NCR has done so much for us here in the Mojave. Let me tell you, when my daughter was held for ransom by the gangers, I went to the NCR, asked if they could help. They told me resources were stretched thin. Officer tells me to pay up, and it's the safe bet. So I pay up, and those sick fucks delivered her corpse, then mocked me about it. So I went to the NCR, asked for justice. They wouldn't help. Not a priority, is what they said. So for justice, I called on Glanton. Happy? No. Satisfied? Maybe. Won't bring back Mary, but it gives me a warm feeling when I think about them squirming, screaming for mercy. Don't we all? He went south, that's all I know. Leave me alone, please. Hey there. Is the convoy attacker dead? Good, here's your reward. Don't spend it all in one place. Come back when you're ready for the next job. Someone is always in need of killing. You ready for another job? What are you, some kind of psychopath? Look, we collect fingers because it's a quick and efficient way to provide proof of death. I'm not building some crazy finger necklace or anything. I learned it from a man I encountered in my younger days. He found me after Marco had cut me to shreds since he was on that bastard's trail. His name was Marshall Cooper, and he was the bravest lawman and bounty hunter I ever encountered.
I saw him kill 3 raiders single-handedly with a fucking fork. I wouldn't believe that shit if I hadn't watched him do it. I don't know much about him, except he came from Virginia or Maryland somewhere. He was some kind of high-ranking regulator. Anyway, he saved my life several times, and he taught me everything I know. We parted ways years ago. He had unfinished business back east. After that, I came out west, looking to join up with the first crew that would hire me. Anyway, that's enough of fucking story time with Uncle Stephen. Are you ready to work or not? That's what I like to hear. Our client is offering 1,000 caps for this next target, and after hearing about her misdeeds, I understand why. The bounty is on a fiend named Eileen. She's a vicious twat with a reputation for castrating male victims and consuming their flesh. Suffice to say, her activities are detrimental to troop morale. The payout is big on this one, so bury that sick bitch and head back.